This is Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We are joined by Sheila Kuehl. She is a member of the Board of Supervisors in Los Angeles County. And LA City and the county, as a general proposition, has been seen as somewhat of a poster child for effective water use. As you know, I think it's LA City is using the same amount of water today as did 40 years ago,
Right.
but we have 1 million more people. So, kudos to us, but it's not enough. Is that fair?
Well, it's not enough because of the drought. I
Right.
mean, the question, everyone says, well, where does the water come from? I turn on the tap and there's the water. A lot of people don't know, but a lot comes from Northern California, the California Water Project and other projects. A lot comes from the Colorado River, but a lot now comes from groundwater because we're using that more and more. And most of the groundwater in our county is called adjudicated,
Right.
which means you can't just stick straw in the ground, take it all out, because you've got your own well.
Right, and some of it is
It
poisoned.
was polluted
Yeah.
and needs to be cleaned up and is being cleaned up. But what the county really has more to do with is what happens after you use the water. We have responsibility for stormwater cleanup. Stormwater is what goes down the drain
Of course.
in the street. And wastewater cleanup is really everything that comes from your house, not just toilet, but it's, sinks and
Okay.
showers, etc. It all goes into one place. We're starting to clean up and recycle that water and put it back into the groundwater basins because the earth has a way of cleaning everything up.
It is.
It's a lot of different layers. And what we found is you don't have to treat it as much if you infuse it back into the groundwater basin. And that's what we're doing all over the county, but not enough to supply the water again.
But let me ask you about groundwater, because your friends, our friends in the Central Valley, have been relying on groundwater to the extent that they're seeing what's called subsidence, where the ground is collapsing on itself. I don't think we're there yet in Los Angeles County, but are we relying too much on groundwater at this stage?
No, we have to rely on groundwater because the Colorado River is getting more and more and more salty. And the water from up north is, it is a drought, even though they say, oh, the snowpack's okay. We are not getting the deliveries that we used to get. So we have to cut back. Groundwater is the answer. And that's why I say recycled and reused water is actually the ultimate answer, because millions of gallons go into the ocean every day.
Right. At the same time, the governor passed mandatory restrictions, 25% reduction based on 2013 levels. You represent the county and each city has its own target. But that being said, these are tricky times. You represent some beautiful areas. They're incorporated, but they bought homes 15 years ago. There wasn't a drought. Now they're at the risk of, quote, penalty because they need to water their lawns. And so, these are it's uncharted territory.
The Metropolitan Water District is offering you
Right.
a good amount of money to take out your lawns and
Right.
put in something not so thirsty.
100 million new money.
There's actually a grass that you can use that is nice to walk on.
Right.
That uses 1/10 of the water if you want to do that. And they will pay you, not only the Met,
Right.
but your local water district like MWD
Right.
is adding money to do that. I encourage people to do that. But from the point of view of the county, I think our responsibility is to figure out how we can use all those hundreds of millions of gallons that people use every day, get it back into the groundwater, cleaned up, and we draw
So
it back
are
and
we
use
getting
it.
close to?
No, not at all. We need technology to do that in all the cities. There are 88 cities in LA County. But
Bond money, water bond, Prop 1 money, would that help?
Yes, of course. I think a water bond specifically for recycle reuse, but it takes some education. People say, gee, I'm not so sure, but it's good.
Okay, her name is Sheila Kuehl. She is a member of the Board of Supervisors in Los Angeles County. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.